Why women feel anxiety about money. And it's not what you think. If you're a smart, capable, and responsible woman and money still makes you feel anxious, I want you to hear this. It's not because you're bad with money. It's not because you're behind. And it's not because you don't earn enough. Some of the most intelligent, hardworking women I meet feel this quiet, constant anxiety about money, even when they're doing everything right. They're saving, they're earning, they're being responsible. And yet, the worry never fully leaves. This isn't a failure. It's a missing structure. And until you understand, you'll keep blaming yourself for something that has never been about discipline in the first place. So let's reframe this. Money anxiety does not come from income. It does not come from intelligence. And it does not come from how hard you work. It comes from uncertainty. There are 3 silent drivers behind most women's anxiety around money. First, not knowing where they actually stand. You may know your bank balance. You may know your salary. But do you deeply, calmly know what position you're in? Most women don't feel anchored financially. They feel like they're managing all these moving pieces. Second, not feeling protected if something goes wrong. Even women who have savings often don't feel safe. There's a difference between having money and feeling protected. If something unexpected happens, a job loss, a health issue, a family shift, would you feel steady or shaken? That background question creates tension. And third, not trusting future decisions. This is the quiet one. You may wonder, what if I invest wrong? What if I retire too early? What if I miss something important? That doubt creates hesitation. And hesitation, that creates anxiety. So no, it is not about money. It's the absence of clarity, protection, and trust. Here's where this gets expensive. Money anxiety doesn't just sit quietly. It changes behavior. Some women oversave. They stockpile cash but never feel secure enough to grow or invest. Some just simply avoid. They delay decisions because doing nothing feels safer than doing something wrong. And some stay busy, tracking, budgeting, researching, consuming content, constantly doing financial activity, but never actually feeling calm. This creates a cycle. Effort without relief. And over time, that cycle erodes your confidence. You start thinking, maybe I'm just not good at this. Maybe everyone else understands this better than I do. But what's really happening is this. You were taught habits, not systems. Habits require willpower. Systems create security. Without a structure underneath your decisions, your nervous system never fully relaxes. And that's the hidden cost. Even success doesn't feel safe. Here's what I want you to understand. Money anxiety disappears when the 3 things are present. Clarity, protection, and growth through investment. Not hustle, not more research, and not trying harder. When you know exactly where you stand, when you feel protected no matter what happens, and when you trust your long-term direction, anxiety loses its grip. Most women were never taught to build systems. They were taught to build a budget, save money, be careful. That's habits. But habits alone don't create peace. Structure does. And once structure is in place, confidence follows naturally. If this made you realize your anxiety isn't about income, it's about uncertainty, comment below. Let me know. Because awareness is the first shift. And if this conversation feels different from the usual money advice you hear, hit the subscribe button. This is where we talk about money in a way that makes you feel protected for life.